Awesome, you guys. Well, welcome to tonight's special team call. I'm super excited because before going into Summit, some leaders and I got together to really try to come up with some new things to make it really exciting and make everyone feel a part of something special. I know for me personally, when I look at the business, I just was trying to figure out what is missing. Like, what is the missing piece? I'm going to mute everybody here really quick because I'm easily distracted, especially on Zoom. What is the missing piece? And I was looking back, I was thinking back to when I first started as a coach, which will be 9 years at the end of this month, which is like crazy insane. And by the way, for you guys that maybe I haven't met yet, my name's Lisa Mohanjay. You're like, I don't even know who you are. What are you talking about? I'm Lisa Mohanjay, and I'm kind of like the great grandmother, depending on where you are in the organization. Like I said, I've been doing it for 9 years, so for quite a while. And I thought I would just kind of share with you guys what the team was like, what the business was like when I first got started, and Lauren actually started, I think she signed up in January, February after me, so about 6 months after I got started. So you guys know Beachbody's getting ready to celebrate their 20th year next year, so they've been around for a while. The network marketing side, the Team Beachbody side, hasn't been around quite as long. I think it's been around for about 12 years, 12 or 11 years, something like that. So when Beachbody first started, just to give you guys a little history about our team, there were two legs. You guys know we all have a right leg, we all have a left leg. Well, when Team Beachbody first started, they had a right leg and they had a left leg. That was it within the organization. And that got started for about a year and a half. And Chalene Johnson was, at the time, she had her company Powder Blue. So Powder Blue was her company that did certifications to teach people how to become instructors for Turbo Kick, Hip Hop Hustle, and PiYo. So she had these APDs, I can never remember what they're called, but my coach, Christina Solons, was an APD. So about a year and a half after Team Beachbody was formed, Beachbody went to Chalene and said, let's get your APDs together. We're going to start up a brand new leg within the organization. And I know some of you guys are like, I don't even know what you're talking about. But I just want you guys to understand the culture of what our team was founded on. You guys know Chalene, like she's high energy, she's fun, she's fashionable, she's got it going on, right? She's organized, she's structured, she's an influencer. She's somebody that goes out there and doesn't wait for things to happen. She makes them happen. And that is really kind of what the foundation of our team was built on, which is Platinum Presenters. Christine Dwyer is at the top of our organization. She's the founder of Platinum Presenters. And I know Lauren can testify to this as well. Like when we first started, Platinum Presenters had this culture that you went to events. Like we would go to Summit, we would go to what we would compare to Super Saturdays now, and we were proud to be a Platinum Presenters. Like people thought like we looked different, we talked different, we had this close-knit family of people that wanted to be a part of the team. Like that was what we created with Platinum Presenters, was people wanted to be a part of it because there was something special there. We were having fun, we were unique. And looking back, I realized that for some of you guys, that might be what is missing for you guys today. Maybe you don't feel that connection to the team. You don't feel like you are really a part of anything bigger than what you feel like today. So we wanted to create some team culture, that one where everyone feels like not only they're accepted, but that they want to be a part of. Because we want everyone in the team to feel the love. We want you guys to be a part of something bigger than just yourself and bigger than maybe just your coach. Like we are one big family. We're all here to support each other. We're all here to encourage each other. And we often, especially when you have that leadership DNA, you've got that determined natural ambition, it's really easy to kind of take your people and pull them to the side. And then the next thing you know, you're like, and then your people do the same thing. And that we want to create leaders that are able to take it and run, but then at the end of the day, it can get really lonely. And, to me, the energy is everything. And that is to our outside prospects as well. People are watching. And when you start to post about your team and people are supporting each other and you're having fun and you're encouraging each other and all of this amazing stuff, now all of a sudden people are watching and they're like, well, what are you a part of? I want to be a part of that. Because let's face it, before maybe joining this team, not everyone on here, but probably a lot of you didn't have that connection. You didn't have that sisterhood or brohood, if there's any guys on here. I don't know if there are. I don't see any, but you didn't. Oh, there's Gary. You didn't have that family feel. You didn't have that support system where you could plug into, and maybe it was like, you wanted to work out, but you were like, oh, I don't really want to work out today. And you didn't have like Jacqueline Smith's post of her working out, showing her abs, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna work out, right? So the majority of people don't have that positive encouragement. They don't have that support system. They don't have that family. So that's what we want to strengthen, because there is a team culture there and there is a team bond. And I know some people have their jam. They already got it going on. Deidre and Kyra are on here together. Like, I really admire them and everything that they've created. And I know we all kind of have our different systems. We have different things happening, but it's really powerful when we can all come together, as a team and have a mission statement, have a focus of what it is that we are really driving towards, having team goals, having fun incentives, having fun prizes and things like that. Something where we all feel like we are contributing, because we're just not tracking it. So when I Googled, creating a team culture, the very first thing that everyone said was, you got to have a mission statement. And I'm like, a mission statement? I've been a coach for 9 years and I've never had a mission statement. What is that? Like, why? But you're going to really hear us refer back to this mission statement that we've kind of put together, just so we have something that we know what we're really focused on and what we're working towards. So providing people of all ages, shapes, and sizes. By the way, fellas, you'll appreciate that we changed it because it was women. Providing people of all ages, shapes, and sizes a community built on friendships, fun, and self-love, where they feel like they belong and are accepted. Providing them accountability and support that they need to be healthy, happy, and free. So we're incorporating all of that. We're incorporating friendships. We're incorporating fun. We're incorporating free, being financially free. We want all of that, and that's what we really want to help everyone on the team achieve, but also help your friends, your family, your prospects, help them achieve that as well. So that's going to be our team mission statement going forward. Anything you post, guys, make sure you hashtag grit to pearl. So it's grit and then the number 2, so the actual number, and then pearl. And that's how we're really going to connect with other people on the team, because we also have multiple team pages. And that was the other thing. I was like, well, Lauren has a team page. Amy has a team page. Tara Carr has a team page. Jacqueline has a team page. Everybody has their own team pages. We are not adding another team page. So hopefully we'll really be able to track everyone through this hashtag. So make it a point, like once a day, to search that hashtag and support each other, comment on each other's posts, show each other love. And the next thing you know, your prospects are going to be searching that hashtag as well. And they're going to see this community of people supporting and encouraging one another. So that's the hashtag, before I forget. So what do we got going on here? We got a whole lot of fun stuff that we're going to be throwing at you this evening. Just to really hope that everyone catches the fire and gets really excited about what it is that we stand for. And I really feel like our this family right here is everything, because it's your support system. It's when you're feeling down. It's when you aren't sure, you might need advice on something that's not even Beachbody related. Your Beachbody family is going to be there to cheer you up and to give you encouragement and help you get to the next level. So we are going to start doing a weekly coach spotlight. So across all of the teams that we have on here this evening, we're going to have a weekly coach spotlight. And it's not someone that maybe they're super, super successful in their business. It might just be someone that just started, but someone that we want to spotlight so we can really get to know other people on the team and where are they from? What do they like best? What program are they doing? Who can you connect with? And really just, again, be that encourager to the team. So we're going to have a weekly coach spotlight, and that will start this Thursday. And then we're going to do monthly recognition again. That's something that when the new Coach Online office switched, I kind of let slip. Because it was a whole new learning process of trying to figure out how to run all of these reports. So we've got that figured out now, and we're going to be doing one big monthly coach recognition. So for those of you that hit Success Club, or maybe you were close, we're going to be focusing on team builders, volume, all of that good stuff, because it's really important to recognize your success, whether it's big or small. It doesn't matter. It's those small steps that are going to add up and lead you to in the right direction. So maybe you have one Success Club point. That's amazing, because that means that you helped one person get started on their journey. So it's something to be proud of, and we really just want to focus on recognizing you guys and getting to know everyone just a little bit better and making sure everyone has someone to connect with. Like, over the last 9 years, I've played a matchmaker among coaches. I'm like, you and you need to be friends, because you and you have this same personality style and you're connected here and there. And without having that connection, it's really easy to get lost. It's easy to get left behind. And we need that connection and that community among each other. So we're going to have that. There is going to be a monthly book club that's starting in July. It's Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins. It's actually going to be hosted by Christina Solons. I know Jen Overway mentioned she's got another book that her team is doing. So if you're already reading a book, this is optional, but it's a really easy read. It's not very long. But it's the network marketing basics. Like, this is like the foundation of what Lauren and Annie and Jacqueline, us veteran coaches, this is the foundation of what we built our businesses on. So I definitely recommend you guys get in that group. The group is not open yet, but as soon as it's open, your leader will share that with you and you guys can get added to it. So don't wait to get your book. Get it off of Amazon. Comes like the next day with Prime, or you can download it in audio. So we've got that coming up. One other quick thing I want to mention is the Joel Freeman call that we had last week. I wasn't able to get on because it capped out. It maxed out. I was like, well, this stinks. So we were able to reschedule another live call with Joel. So that's going to take place this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right? I did an event page. Okay, I wrote it down and now I'm really questioning myself. It's this Thursday and it's on, here we go. I don't want to tell you guys wrong. It is at 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's this Thursday with Joel Freeman. And I created a public event page. I made the other leaders a host on that as well. And let's invite prospects to it. Let's invite people that, are liking your posts, people that are supporting you and commenting on your journey. Invite those people. You're going to be really surprised at, who are RSVPs, or maybe you want to create your own event page and just put the access information. You can certainly do that as well. But let's get people excited about that, because that's really awesome. Let's see, Jen Overway, are you on here?
I am. I made it.
Okay, good. You're unmuted. I don't see you though. I was gonna make you the spotlight. So I'm gonna turn it over to Jen so she can go over some team goals so that we all know what is it that we're working towards. And if we want to lead ourselves, if we want to lead our people, if we want to lead the team, we have to know where are we leading them to. So I would like to spotlight you here. Where are you at?
There's like 3 pages of people.
I know, there you are. Okay, awesome. Let me get you on the spotlight here. Okay, here you go.
All right. Well, sorry I don't look as marvelous as Lisa does, but you know, that's life. You can hear me, right? Yeah? Okay, perfect. So I don't know about you guys, but we came back from Summit, and it was such a special and such a different Summit this year. And the first thing that we did was we set team goals, which went beautifully with everything that we had been talking about as a part of this group before Summit happened. So we all kind of got together and laid out a few different goals that we can all reach and then celebrate together, which I think is super awesome, because I think sometimes when we set big team goals as leaders, we set them super high and super big, you know, different ranks and elite and all of these things. And that's amazing. I mean, those are all definitely team goals, but at the same time, only one person kind of, you know, gets recognized for that, which, I mean, we all celebrate each other, but these, we figured we would cook up some goals that everybody can contribute to, whether you are a coach just for the discount right now, or, you know, you have bigger aspirations in your coaching business. And that way we can all celebrate as a team and celebrate everybody that goes, you know, contributes to the goals. So for what we have so far is for the month of July, just keeping it super simple, we are aiming as an entire team for 5 emeralds in the month of July, which is totally doable, right? Like, you guys can totally do that. We can totally do that. And then going from there for 5 new diamonds throughout the entire team by August, which is again extremely doable, right? Okay, see, Molly. Oh, Molly says 50 emeralds. Well, I mean, we could probably do that. But we're gonna start low, Molly. We're gonna beat our best here. Molly's giving me a hard time. She just left my house today and she's giving me a hard time. All right, and then 5 team members to the National Leader Conference. So do you guys know what the New Leader Conference? And everybody know what the New Leader Conference is? So you have to be 1-star diamond to qualify, and if you have 20 elite points, you get your hotel paid for. Is that right, Molly? I know Molly's one of the ones going for that. And I think you get invited if you're 1-star and you have 10 elite points altogether, which you guys totally have that in the bag. So is there anyone, and then as we go along, we're breaking it down, we're trying to figure out, like, you know, a big year goal, maybe the number of new coaches that we add to the team by January 1st, because I mean, we're not going to get emeralds and we're not going to get diamonds if we're not celebrating every single new coach that comes onto the team in pursuit of those big and amazing goals. And at the same time, all of those new coaches that we get to see and love on at Summit next year too. So is there anyone that is going to be their goal is to be one of those emeralds in this month? Anybody? I mean, you can chime in. You can like post it over here. I'm seeing the chat go crazy. Oh, yay, Maria, that's amazing. I love it. I love it. Good job, Melissa. All right, and so is there anyone that's going for diamond for the next month too? Oh, 2 coaches for emerald, that's freaking awesome. Oh, look at this. We might definitely have more than 5 emeralds, which will be super amazing. Ooh, 1-star by the end of the year, diamond. Beautiful. Look at that. All right. So who's going for the new leader conference? That is it in February? It's in February? Yeah, I think so. 2-star. Vanika. Vanika, I swear to God, you better be one. No pressure. Rochelle. I love it. Beautiful. All right, so everybody knows, right, how to get Emerald. Just in case you don't, I don't know who is all on here, but 2 active coaches, 1 on each side for Emerald. Boom, done. And then for Diamond, just keep adding, just keep going Emerald every single day, and then show your new coaches how to go Emerald. You get Emerald one, you know, in a couple days, 2 coaches, you're Emerald again and again and again, and then teach your coaches how to do the same thing. And then celebrate yourself, celebrate them, and then, you know, to get that 1-star, you just keep doing the same thing. 2 new coaches, and when you get that, 2 more, and you show your team how to do the same thing, and then we just keep celebrating one after another. Oh, look at that. There are so many amazing goals. So does anybody have, what do you guys think? Like, how much do you think that we could grow this entire team by January 1st? Like, what is your guys's, like, what do you think? I mean, because we can't just set team goals and say, let's make it happen. I mean, this is a team effort, right? Nobody wants to throw out a number. You can throw out a number. This is a really big team. 12 coaches this year. Is that for you, Susan, or is that for the entire team? For you. Oh, I like it. I like it. That's pretty good too. 1,000 new people for the second half of the year. I think we could totally do that. You guys think that we can totally do that? Because I mean, this team is pretty large and in charge as it is. Yes. All right. I think that's gonna have to be our 1,000 coaches by January 1st. What do you guys think? Like, how many? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many new coaches. Is anybody going to Summit 2019 for the very first time? Will that be their first summit? Anyone on here? Ooh, 10 a month. Yeah, I know that there are what you have. How many coaches do you have in your downline, Lisa? Like thousands, yeah. 10,000. So this is a 10,000 person deep team. So we can totally do 1,000, yeah? I mean, getting our emeralds alone will do that, huh? Ah, amazing. Right? See, Sam's thinking big picture here. How many people are on this call? I don't know. There was like three like pages. I don't know. I'm not that much of a numbers person, guys. I just like to shoot for the big goals. 57 people are on this call. That's freaking amazing. All right, so we have 5 new emeralds in July, 5 new diamonds in August, which if we just keep, if everyone just keeps going emerald one after another, like totally hitting that one. 5 team members in New Leader Conference. And so when I went to New Leader Conference, I was the only person on my team that I knew. And so having 5 of like teammates at New Leader Conference would just be amazing. Then you could be together and you could experience it all together. And then we're going for 1,000 new coaches by January 1st. And I mean, how many new coaches? I think all new coaches should be at Summit, but we're going to have to come up with a new coaches to have be at Summit with us next year. Like, you know, success starters get their free ticket to Summit. Yes, New Leader Conference requirement is 1 star and 10 elite points. If you get 20 elite points, you get your hotel paid for, I believe. 60, team impact 60. Perfect. I love it. I love it. how do you get elite points? Just keep building your team. Keep building your team, and then teach your team how to build their team. Hit Success Club. Help your coaches hit Success Club. It's all the more you need to focus on elite points. Otherwise, it just gets real complicated. Oh, that's amazing, Crystal. I love that. Beautiful. Okay. All right. I could sit here and do this all day. So go ahead.
It's fun. The chat is fun.
I know, I can do it all day.
So guys, I'm just going to share my screen like just for a very quick second. This is actually the little gift that we're going to give away. We're going to give away 5 of these to the new Emerald coaches in July. And if there's more than 5, then we're going to do a drawing and give the 5 away. So it's just a little bag that just reminds us, no grit, no pearl, no pressure, no diamond. And I just love the saying because it just reminds us that anything worth having is going to take work. Okay, good. I'm unmuted. I was like, am I unmuted? So those are the little bags that we're going to give away for our new Emeralds in July. And just because we are talking about Summit, in a second I'm going to have a brand new coach she's not brand new, but this was her first Summit. But back to the thing what Jen was talking about with going Emerald. And I actually just had a call with one of my successful coaches just about, it's really easy to get overwhelmed when you see people bringing on like 10 new coaches, 20 new coaches, 30 new coaches, 40 new coaches, right? It's really easy to get overwhelmed when you see those giant numbers. And Jen said she works best focusing on large goals, where I like to break it down into smaller goals, okay? Let's focus on bringing on 2 people this month, okay? Then let's help those 2 people bring on their 2 people. And then that's how it really grows like wildfire. So let's not get overwhelmed. If you're one of those people that needs the 10x goal, then definitely 10x it. Let's 10x it for the end of the year, but then let's break it down month by month by month. What is it going to take to get there versus just focusing on the big prize? So with that said, just really quick, like just a couple minutes. Where'd you go, Sam? I'm going to have you just share kind of your Summit experience. Can you unmute yourself? And when I find you, I'll spotlight you.
I'm here. You see me?
I hear you. So go ahead and start. And when I find you, I'll oh, there you are. Yay!
Hi. Yeah, so this was my first Summit. I've actually been a coach for a while, but have only actively been working my business and getting a hold of Lisa and trying to just in this past year. So this was our first Summit, and I was actually able to take 2 coaches with me that just signed up in the last couple months. And so they jumped in headfirst and committed, one being my brother, so I could make him do whatever I wanted, so that was helpful. But so we not last minute, but we got, tickets and we got our room, and we just kind of all went in gangbusters together, and it was great. Lisa found us and was open arms welcoming, and we all dove into all of the speakers and took notes, and we've kind of come home with a plan. Before, we just kind of felt really haphazard and had team pages and pages here and pages there. Now we've come home, and every night when we got back from our calls and stuff, we went out and had fun, but we ended up, staying up and chatting, kind of figuring out and organizing how we wanted to move forward with our challenge groups, because we just weren't comfortable and weren't running them and everything was sloppy. So I think we have like a better focus now for July and getting, our challenge groups started. So we've decided we want to go back to the tracker apps and getting organized. So it was really a focusing exercise for us. And like I said, you were talking about the lineage, but I spent the whole Summit really explaining the lineage of our team, because I've been on our team actually since like 2010 or 2012, just as a discount coach, and knew Lisa from back then, but it wasn't right under her. So as my coaches died, I rolled up under Lisa and then got a hold of her. So I really knew Lisa as a platinum presenter. So I kind of understood the lineage and what that meant to team volume and meant to the team. So I spent that whole time talking to my coaches that were new to Beachbody and didn't know who these people were. So like during the super workout, Christine Dwyer walked up behind the gate, and I was like, that's Christine Dwyer. So and I think that's kind of what might be missing from some of the team culture is some of the bigger teams that are the leaders now have, Danielle and Tony that they've seen on some of the videos. So they're recognizing people and they see that momentum. And some of our, top leaders were recognizable so long ago. But I was trying to point them out and show them to our coaches, to my smaller coaches now that are baby coaches that didn't recognize those people because I recognized them just from, paying attention 10 years ago. So that's what we saw at Summit. And it was fun.
I love it. I always tell people, like, things don't really click until you get to an event. And like Lauren and I, when we first started, we went to every single event. Like, it didn't matter where it was at. We got in our cars and we drove. And, like Sam said, we have all these team calls, we have team pages, we have groups, but sometimes you don't see that bigger picture until you get to an event. So if you're able to get your Summit ticket now, get it now. If you have to save money, get an envelope and start putting $20 in it, $10 a month, whatever you can put in that envelope. Save up your money and make it a non-negotiable that you're going to be here a year from now. I know I saw Crystal, I think, just earned her free ticket to Summit. Congratulations! That's so exciting. So if you're a new coach, you do have the opportunity to earn a free ticket to Summit. So we can go over all of that later because I don't want to get too sidetracked. But make sure you make it a top priority, non-negotiable to get there to Summit. So that things really click for you and you see that bigger picture and you come away feeling refreshed and revamped and just ready to like conquer the world and to see all these beautiful faces that you see right here. You can see them all in person. You can hug them. You can squeeze them. You can dance with them. You can work out with them. And that's when it really just comes to life where these people, the people that you're seeing here, a lot of them are your best friends. They are your lifeline. They are your outlet. They're your ride or die. And you've never even met in person. But when you go to these events, you can actually see them. And it just becomes that much more real. So next we are going to talk about a new group we have for you guys. And I'm going to turn it over to Deidre and Kyra.
Can I tell you something real quick, Lisa?
Yeah.
Because Kyra and Deidre are the reason that I actually got better and got into Summit because of the event in Chicago. So even before Summit, the event in Chicago, Kyra and Deidre welcomed me into their group and their table. And so total thanks to them that my team got big enough to go to Summit and do that. So even if the event about Summit, Chicago was first and it was a smaller event, so making it to a Super Saturday or a smaller event, and Kyra and Deidre reaching out and involving me and welcoming me to the team and saying, hey girl, here's your confidence to do that, totally got me to Summit. So.
Already? Like, could you not do that? Thanks.
My bad.
No, you're fine. We're talking while you were talking about how much we love you and we're excited that you were able to bring a team. Like, we were cheering for you, girl.
They straight snatched my phone and changed my Instagram at the table.
Like, no big deal. We're just gonna break you in right. So, anyways, what we're here for?
Like, we just love groups. If we're gonna be honest, we like. I'm gonna pull my shit together. Anyway, like, we love leading groups because we just love the interaction, the community. Like, our best friends are strictly from challenge groups. My wedding was challenge group people because in these groups you just get so close and intimate and you like learn about everyday life, not just like the coaching, not just your shakes, not just your workout. It's like, girl, I'm ready to strangle my husband. I should not. And we're like, girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. And you just really get your people, and it doesn't have to be challenge groups. It has to be like our coaches because we're all still challengers. Every single day, we're still a challenger.
And I think that's one of the most important things. Like, sometimes you get in this business and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm a leader. I'm good. I got this. And guess what? If you got this on your own, it's pretty freaking lonely when all your little birds go flying out of the nest and you're left with what? You're left with you. And then what? And that's a big part for us because, I mean, we've got big goals. We're pushing for big goals. Like, it's scary to run big. And so we luckily have each other, and we've had each other for the past 6 months since we've totally joined forces. And it has been the biggest change in our business. It has been the biggest days when I just want to, no, I'm.
Our connections are
Anyways.
country life.
Yeah, country living. But
We we always tease each other that we have a bug between our houses because she'll feel like crap. And I'm like, girl, you have got to get your crap together. Like, we got to do this. And then it never fails. When I feel like crap, she's like, Kyra, get your head out of your ass. You got to do this. I'm like, okay, I can do this. And it just goes back and forth, but it works great for us because we always have that person.
yeah, you
who's
have
just like,
somebody to lean on when you just feel like you can't. And that's so important when it comes to leaders even, and people who are pushing for big stuff. Like, even if you're a baby coach and you're just here for your fitness journey versus whether you're going big, you know, you need that accountability. So we're excited. We learned from, what was it, Jamie Innes maybe, who introduced this idea, and we just kind of ran with it. We learned it on Elite Call, and so we just want to instill it with us. It is going to be called No Grit, No Pearl, of course, and it is a group specifically for leaders, for people who are working the business, who are hitting those goals so that they can take their business to the next level. And we're pretty freaking excited.
Like, I can't wait because it goes to show, like, you don't have to be a leader alone, and you don't ever want to just get a bunch of followers.
And it puts us all on the same level because, I mean, like Lisa said, she's been here for forever. Like, she's an OG. She knows what it takes. And we're still, I mean, we're kind of getting old.
Yeah.
We're kind of getting old.
We have coaches, so I guess.
And we've got baby coaches who are brand new and they're killing the game. But it puts us all together as leaders on the same level, learning from each other. Because let's be honest, things have changed from when Lisa joined to when, you know, to now our coaches are joining. It's that important, that stuff that we're learning every single day that we share with each other, and we can, you know, have those ideas to just combine and
To like, so you can tell me, like, hey, when I do this, this is the response that I get. You can do this too. Because if we're being honest, we have our own team page, but if we post about the business, some people don't like it. They don't like to feel like they're being pushed into the business. And if I'm being honest, I don't want you if you don't want to do the business. Like, I'm not going to push you into this. I want you to want it just as much because I can't want it for you. And I can't do the work for you. So if you want to do the work, like, okay, then show up and do this. And if you're doing it, if you're running, we're going to run with you. If you're not, girl, we got you. We're still going to accept you, love you, push you, but we're not going to make you do the hard stuff.
Exactly.
The best part about this group is that, like, you're in your spot. It's just like cheerleading auditions. Just because you got varsity last year ain't mean shit next month.
True.
You show up. If you want to show up every single month and do the hard work, girl, we're going to still run with you. But it's up to you to earn your spot every single month because you still want to work this business. You still want to push yourself to those goals because, let's be honest, every single month, you start at zero.
Amen.
No one starts off at the top. We're all number one in Beachbody the first of the month. It's totally up to you. Like, where do you want to see yourself in that rank? Do you want to push? Do you want to get towards those goals? Do you want to change your life? And then on the National Makeup Call, if y'all didn't listen to it, it was perfect. One thing that she said to me, like, she was talking to me personally, she said to me, if we can help 60 people this month, how many families are you helping by those 60 people helping families? That's just like this group. Like, we're here to help you create leaders because you're getting there by helping people. Those people you're helping, have them help people. Guess what? It multiplies. It's just one thing right after the other. Emily Favre said it best. Make Emerald fun. That's your only goal. Sign up people. Tell them how this has changed your life and let them see that being Emerald is the best thing since sliced bread. Then they can get that fire inside of them, get those 2 coaches underneath them. Guess what? Get 2 Emeralds underneath them. I mean, it is literally the butterfly effect. And we're just super excited for this group because we like breathing fire.
But what does the group entail? That's what she's
I'm
the
sorry.
I'm the lister.
I'm the one who likes to party and like.
It's gonna be fun, guys. You just hold on to your britches.
So you can tell them what they're gonna do.
So the group, what we're gonna have is we'll have like weekly tips where we kind of like powwow, like what worked in our business. We'll have challenges, you know, different things like we want you to do, try it out, see how it works. We want you to challenge us to do. We will have calls from elite coaches. Yeah. We'll have corporate come in, talk to us. Sorry. And yeah, we'll just have a lot of knowledgeable stuff. We're going to have pushes because let's be honest,
There's a whole bunch of rubies in this
We're a
call.
whole lot of Ruby in here. So we need that competitive edge. There's going to be a push where you tell us, okay, who'd you help today? Who'd you help today? Who'd you help today? There's going to be different little contests, just stuff to keep it fun.
Because guess what? Like I said before, we're also challengers. In case you forgot it. In case you've been here for 27 years, before Beachbody was invented, you're still a challenger. No matter what, every single day is a day one. You just have to try and help somebody, today. That's our goal every single day. And that's what the group is for, to help push you of like, okay, whose life are you going to change? Not how much money you're going to make, not how many success club points you're going to get, like whose life are you going to change today? And then once you do it, we're going to freaking celebrate the crap out of you.
The qualifications for the group, you have to hit Success Club 5 the prior month. So anybody that hit Success Club 5 in June, we emptied out the group earlier today, and we had people get real in here. So the group officially starts today. And if you hit Success Club 5 in June, you are in the group, and we're going to start this party. At the end of June, I don't know how many days are in June, 30 or 31.
30 days past September, April, June, November. So June
April,
has
May,
30.
and November.
Oh,
Shit. I don't know. Regardless, at the end of this month, we're literally going to
they're like, oh my
kick
God.
everybody out who didn't hit Success Club 5. I mean, not because we don't love you. We do love you, but we love you enough to push you and remind you that you deserve this. So
Amen.
if we just keep you there every single month because, well, we just love you,
You're not going to push yourself.
we're enabling you to sit back and watch your dreams run away from you. And that's not what we're going to do. So you have to hit Success Club 5 in June to be in July. And at the end of July, we'll do the same thing. So anybody on this call can earn it to be in the August group with all the elite coach speakers, all the training, all the challenges. Like,
You're going to want to be in the group.
y'all can do this too. Like
You
Kyra
can sit
said.
with us.
Seriously though, what's that quote you have? The 24 hours in a day Beyonce thing.
Oh,
I
you got
love
the
it.
same 24 hours in a day as Beyonce. It's
So-
on my wall in my office.
Let's make it work. You could cash in that Success Club 5 like in a day.
In a day, you can get SC5. And guess what, girl? You can do it. And we're here to help you do that. If you have questions, concerns, that's the group's for. You can go in there and be like, girl, I've been helping this girl for a long time. She's not doing anything. What am I doing wrong? Or I'm not getting traction on my Instagram. Hey, how do I do Insta stories? Like,
Yeah,
we
we're
got you
all here
covered.
to help, and that's the idea of the group. So hopefully y'all love it, and yeah.
and we're a hot mess.
That's what we
in
got,
case
Lisa.
anybody didn't notice.
Yay! Okay, so do you guys see that it's all about your mindset and it's all about your energy? Because how awesome are the two of them and their energy together and their outlook? It's all about creating a hype. Like, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to be perfect at everything. You don't have to know every single product. You don't have to know every single program. But as long as you're excited about it, it's contagious. Your energy is contagious. So set aside all your fears, guys, and just put out there, what do you love about this? What are you excited about? Get those 5 success points. What'd she say? You can do that today. You can get 5 successful points today. It's 9:13 my time. I'm going to get those 5 points tonight.
Got it. Can we just add a little interjection here? Little training before we even start the group.
Little tip.
The one thing we do, we celebrate everything and we show happiness every single day. It doesn't, I mean, I don't care if my kid just pooped all over me. I'm going to celebrate happiness, love my freaking life, because that's what people want to see. And FOMO is for real. Show them
FOMO.
happiness, show them what they're missing, and they're going to want to join you
They want to hashtag you can sit with us.
every single day.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. Okay, so next up on our list is Amber. Let's see if I can find her. Can you unmute yourself, Amber? It shouldn't be this hard for me to find her. Earth to Amber. Okay, I don't see her on here. Maybe she's not on. It's funny because my screen keeps going from 2 to 2 to 2 to 3. All right, I wonder if she might have hopped off. So she was going to talk about Beat Your Best self. Beat your best. Does anybody see her on here? I'm blind, guys, so I could literally be like looking at her. I would think she would have unmuted herself though. Yeah, I don't see her on here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Lauren. Where is she at? And Lauren, so like I said earlier, Lauren, I signed up in July of 2009, and Lauren signed up about 6 months after that. And so we've been at this together. Is Lauren not on right now?
I'm here.
Oh, I'm like, where is she at? So somebody said in the chat she's not on, but they must have meant Amber.
Well, I just texted Amber, and she said, damn, I thought it was 8:30. She didn't realize that was Eastern time, I guess.
Yeah.
So she might be hopping on. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Okay, cool. So we'll just turn it over to Lauren. Guys, Lauren is amazing. Like, we've been on this journey together for almost 9 years now, and I've really watched her just grow as a person. I've watched her life, you know, really change and evolve, and for her to find happiness, and she's just a great friend and a great leader. So I'm going to turn it over to Lauren, and she's going to close us out.
It's fun to talk about the past for me because for the same reason I think a lot of people are interested in doing this team culture thing. That is the reason that I loved the business. It was about the culture. It was about the team. It was about the people. Yes, the fitness part was awesome for me, of course, but it was finding my tribe within Beachbody. I grew up, I was homeschooled. I went to a private university. I was never in like a sorority or anything. I lived in an apartment with a couple other roommates in college. Like, I didn't ever have that experience, even in school, of having like a tribe, or that, you know, like a lot of people have because they go to public school or even in private school and they're on sports teams and whatever. Like, you find your tribe eventually of people that are like you. And I never had any of that growing up. Although I had a great childhood, I just never had a group of people or women or anything. So Beachbody became like my sorority almost. Like, it was the place where I was accepted, where I could lead, where I could offer value, where I could grow relationships that affected my life. And if you got into the business for fitness like I did, and then immediately fell in love with the culture, and especially if you went to Summit, you get to feel that firsthand, then hopefully this is really exciting to you to band together. And of course, Lisa and I have experienced this hills and valleys of this throughout the years of being involved. You know, at first we were part of a larger team culture. We were part of Christine's downline and fairly closely connected to her because it was just a few people away in the genealogy. And we excelled in the first couple of years really quickly. So we kind of rose to the top, and she knew our names. So that was awesome, right? And I think that that's the thing that it's good for you to realize if you are a newer coach or you're somebody that wants to be, you know, in a leadership position, you got to rise to the top. And a lot of times people will be like, oh, I wish I was in the cool kids club. There's nothing cool about any of us. We just have achieved, and we've really knocked it out of the park. Even what Deidre and Kyra were saying, like, you got to go after it. And if you want to be noticed, or you want to have your name known or be on the boards, it's not about anything about being cool. It's really about just working your tushy off. And that's how you get in the cool kids club, is by being a hard worker. And that's, I think, what I love about this business is it doesn't matter where you came from, or how old you are, or what brand of clothing you wear, or where in the United States you grew up, or any of that stuff. It matters how hard you work. And if you put your nose to the grindstone and you go after it, you're going to rise to the top. And your name can be on those boards, and you can be on the National Coach Wake Up Call. You can be on the stage at Summit. You can do all of those things if you're willing to work hard enough. The Cool Kids Club is open to whoever wants to work. So that's the best part about the business. And the other thing is that what we do in fitness and what you do on a daily basis in your workouts mirrors that for you. So you understand, like, it's not like, oh, I got Insanity, I'm automatically going to get fit. No, two people can buy Insanity, and one person's going to do nothing and one person's going to go after it. Just because you bought the program doesn't mean you're going to get the results. It's because of the work you put into it. And I love that if you realize that in the fitness side of your business, you start to really get it in the business side of your business. So you got to apply the same principles that you are in your daily workouts and your nutrition and drinking your shake every day to what you do every single day in your business. And if you get that and you start to really run with it, the whole thing opens up for you. So That's what I wanted to offer. Hopefully that's helpful. I don't know if Amber ever got on, so I was supposed to be the closer.
I did see her chat. No,
Is she
that was awesome.
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
here. Look, I even have it in my planner at 7:30, but earlier I was scrolling Facebook and I saw 8:30 and I thought, okay, cool. So I came home from teaching Country Heat and I was eating dinner and I told my husband, you're going to have to keep the kids quiet because at 8:30 I have a team call. And like everybody started texting me and I'm like, no, I saw 7:30 today. I know I'm not crazy. Apparently I'm crazy.
You're 10 minutes early.
Yeah, see? I ate my steak and my salad and anyways.
Well, thank you for hopping on. I know with the time differences and sometimes with Facebook, it's hard to tell, like, what time is this? Like, Lindsay Weiss, hers always shows up on Mountain Time. I'm like, what is Mountain Time? And then you throw in your UK coaches and you're like, what time is it there? So I totally get it. And you guys, Amber's going to talk to us about Beat Your Best and the new Success Club promotions.
All right. So does everybody know how they can find their best Success Club points? No. Okay. So if you go into your Coach Online office and you click Monitor Your Business and you click Success Club Qualification, you're going to have to use the drop-down menu. If you've been a coach for like a long time, I'm sorry. Just shoot for like 40 and you'll be good. But if you haven't been a coach for very long and it's like 6 months, you can click on the drop-down menu and it will tell you in the box how many points. All right. So that's one thing that you need to know. I assumed that corporate, as good as they usually are, would have sent out an email to everyone. However, I have not seen one yet. That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Maybe on Thursday morning, you'll wake up to that email because that's usually when they send emails out. But if you want to know, you can go and find it on your own. All right. So if you beat your highest Success Club points by 1, which is impossible, so by 2, you're going to get a bronze medal. If you beat it by 5, you're going to get silver. And if you beat it by 10, you're going to get a gold. All right. But you also want to get your personally sponsored coaches hitting Success Club. So let's say you have 2 coaches and neither one of them have ever hit Success Club. If one of them gets 1 point, you are also going to get a Beachbody Star Medal. All right. So you want to beat your total and you want to beat the total number of coaches who you have ever had under you hit Success Club. All right. So if you have no coaches, your goal is to sign a coach and get them to sign 1 challenge pack because you want the medals to hang on your wall. Yes. We love stuff. Okay. Also, there's going to be a new Success Club reward program. It starts this month and goes through December 2018. If you hit it 1 month, you get a hat. I don't wear hats, so I'm going to spray mine in glitter and mail it to Amy. Look, she got excited as soon as I said that. Okay. If you hit it 3 months in a row, you're going to get what they're calling a yoga tank top. I think it's just a white tank top with Beachbody blue written on it. And then if you hit it 6 months, you're going to get a duffel bag. I love bags, Amy. You cannot have my bag. And that's all. I'm so sorry I was late, you guys. I even have a planner and everything. I feel like a failure. I'm going to go drink wine now.
We've all been like waiting. We just sat here in silence and waiting for Amber. Like, where is she?
It was well worth it.
It was very well worth it. We really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for hopping on and chowing down your food quickly to be here and join the family and share with us. So you guys, I hope that you're excited as all of we are. Again, our goal for July is just 5 new emeralds. We're going to give away that cute little bag. Amy, by the way, did say spray paint it with glitter and it's good, but you might have to do it yourself at home project. So 5 new emeralds this month. And then next month, we're just going to keep adding on to that. But let's focus on helping 1,000 new lives between now and December. That is totally possible. And I think a lot of times we make this business so much harder than what it is. Like, we're worried about what are people going to think? What are people going to say? Does this post make sense? Am I giving them all the details? Just forget about all of that and just go out there and be yourself and have fun. make sure that you are, using the products, you are using the programs, you're talking about it, you're eating the snack bars, you're, using the products that we have that are amazing and that they work. Because if you're not, like Lauren said, if you're not doing the programs, it really does trickle into your business. You can't promote something if you're not following it. And I know for my own personal self, when I am doing something that maybe I'm not following the program to the T, it really does trickle into my business because I don't have as much to talk about. So you guys all signed up for this business for a reason. There was something that was really drawing you in. Think about, what was it that excited you about this business? What was your coach talking about? What were they posting about? Why did you want to be in it? Because chances are there's somebody else out there that's looking for that same thing, whether it's, making those friendships. Like me, I wanted $100 a month and I wanted to make some friends because I was a single mom, I was broke, and I had no friends. So that's what I wanted. I wanted that community, and I just wanted a little bit of extra money. So go out there, be excited, create that hype, be positive. Just like Deidre said, they're all about happiness. I'm all about happiness. I try not to put any negativity on my page because the energy that you put out there is what you're going to attract. So if you go out there, put your best, smile on, your best foot forward, you're doing your ultimate best, that is the energy that you're going to attract. So thank you guys. Don't forget our hashtag, Grit2Pearl. Go out there and make a post. Talk about how excited you are and about the 60 faces you got to see on here tonight, and our mission statement, and what we stand for together as a team. We're going to have a follow-up call in a couple of weeks, so be on the lookout for that. Don't forget, we got Joel Freeman live this Thursday. Invite your guests. Let's get everyone in that Coach VIP group and just start changing those lives and focus on each other and lifting each other up, being that encourager, supporting one another, and just loving on one another. So you guys have a great night. And let's see what happens.